Okay, welcome back to Bridal Channel today. Again, I'm your host, Fred K. You probably know that already. You've been watching me for a while. I really appreciate you watching this show, and I want to ask you to please recommend our show to all your friends and relatives. Let them watch our show. We've got some great stuff here. There's more to come. We're so fortunate that we've got 800RoseBig as our sponsor. That's the largest wedding florist in the state of California, and they're one of our big sponsors right now. We talk a lot about them. One of the reasons why Bridal Channel chose 800RoseBig, they're the largest wedding florist in the state of California, and they have thousands of brides coming in their store on a regular basis. It's a big place, almost 4,000 square feet, and it's right in Newport Beach by John Wayne Airport, right off of the 405. And they are open 7 days a week till 9 o'clock. Now, 800RoseBig is kind of the center of wedding flowers for most brides in Southern California. That's the place to go. They have a fantastic cafe there called the Bridal Channel Cafe. Now, that's a big, long 30-foot bar. They've got hundreds of bottles of wine, of soda, Perrier, all the drinks you could possibly want. Brides come in for a consultation. They go to the cafe. They have a glass of wine. They have a Starbucks coffee. They have cappuccino. They have espresso. They have chocolates, cakes, cookies, and it's all complimentary, courtesy of Bridal Channel, which partnered up with 800RoseBig to build this lovely cafe. There's a great seating area with sofas and lounge chairs that you can relax, have a glass of wine, sip on some cappuccino, watch my favorite movie, Father of the Bride. That's right, you remembered it. Go rent it. It's great. You know, we got to get Steve Martin on the show here. I don't know what that's going to cost us. But anyway, go see 800RoseBig, and we get so much advice and feedback from 800RoseBig. Certainly the amount of gay weddings that they've been doing the last couple of years is fantastic, and, you know, wonderful experience for everybody there. And also, 800RoseBig has just pointed out Laguna Beach wedding venues. Now, Laguna Beach is a great place to go and get married. First of all, it's only about 10 minutes from 800RoseBig, John Wayne Airport, and the whole center of Newport Beach. It's really a little city on the ocean. And it's got one of the most beautiful white sandy beaches in all of Southern California. And the town is situated kind of like a horseshoe around this beautiful beach park area. And lots of dogs can go there. The beach is beautiful. For some reason, the water is very, very, very special in Laguna Beach. Not only does it have the tide pools to the right when you go to Laguna Beach, but it also has the beautiful ocean where the surfers and paddleboarders are out there, and you're kind of watching a whole city on the ocean. I love it when you see the seals there playing in the kelp. It's all there. If you're from out of town and have never been to Southern California, put Laguna Beach on your must-place goes. Now, there are some great, great wedding venues in Laguna Beach. So many beautiful places. I think the first wedding 800RoseBig did here 10 years ago was in Laguna Beach. And they're all right on the ocean. And the people in Laguna Beach, very laid back, very friendly. It's kind of like this wonderful artsy community where you're going to see art galleries, boutiques, clothing stores, and it's in one of those old-fashioned walk-around towns. And so rare in America today do we have these wonderful walk-around towns. Now, I'm a little older than most of my brides, or a lot older than most of my brides, but I will tell you this. When I grew up, there used to be a main street in the town, and all the local business owners were on that street. And you went to a town, and you actually did all your shopping there. You ate your lunch there, you had dinner there, all your favorite restaurants, and stores were there. Well, in the past 20, 30 years, America's changed. Big corporate America's come in, they built these fantastic shopping malls. one bigger than the next. Some have amusement parks in them. And those are great experiences too, and we all enjoy that. But what happened to the old towns, the real neighborhoods where you have the mom and pop merchants waiting on you? You know, you just can't get that customer service anymore today in the shopping mall. You've got to go to the mom and pop stores in downtowns like Newport Beach has a wonderful downtown in Corona Del Mar. The Five Crowns restaurant, oh my God, 800RoseBig has done so many weddings at the Five Crowns restaurant. How could I forget that place? That great new cafe they have in the Five Crowns restaurant called The Side Door. Definitely, you must go to the Five Crowns restaurant. It's part of the Lowry Corporation, and they've owned the great steakhouses in America for decades. The Five Crowns used to be a brothel about 80 or 100 years ago. And it's that old building with wonderful architecture right up the block from the ocean. And the Five Crowns restaurant has got the most delicious food you've ever had. I love going to the little cafe called The Side Door there. Definitely make it your first stop on the way down to Laguna Beach from Newport Beach. When you get down to Laguna Beach, you're going to see that there are many, many, many hotels. Small hotels, boutique hotels. Now, what's so different from Laguna Beach than, say, San Diego and Newport Beach are these small, independent, boutique hotels. Now, there's so many of them. They are right on the main street in Laguna Beach that it's an incredible experience. You can walk around the town and you find these great little inns and hotels. The main street is kind of like right down the middle of the town, and to the right-hand side as you're heading down is the ocean. And all these wonderful hotels are right on the ocean. The water is enchanting. It's a great experience to go to Laguna Beach. So many lovely, lovely places there, and it leads you right to Dana Point, where again we have that giant Marriott hotel right overlooking the harbor, and so many other wedding venues. Right there between Newport Beach and Dana Point, if you just want to stay in that little 20-minute drive around area, you're going to find out that in San Juan Capistrano, the old mission in San Juan Capistrano, don't miss that. You got the petting zoo there that my son Matthew loves. We're going to talk more about these wonderful places. I feel like I'm like the tour guide teaching everybody where to go if they come to Southern California. But anyway, we'll be right back with more Bridal Channel right after this. So don't go anywhere. Thank you. Do you know who the best wedding florist is in Southern California? Do you know who the largest wedding florist is in Southern California? Do you know which florist in Southern California has the biggest selection that's open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m.? Well, the answer is 800RoseBig in Newport Beach, California. Wholesale to the public is how you get the freshest flowers direct from the farms. Look at these gorgeous hydrangeas. Look at these gorgeous flowers.
Shopping for flowers as a guy is never easy. Freddie makes it fantastic. His staff is warm and friendly. They deliver beautiful flowers like this to me weekly, and I keep coming back. 100% satisfied. Great place to do business.
Every day we get thousands and thousands of flowers in for all our wedding packages, bouquets, arrangements, centerpieces. They're lush, they're full, they're gorgeous, they're the best.
I've known Freddie, and he's been such an amazing, wonderful man to work with. He does all of our events, our grand opening that we just had a couple weeks ago. We just recently moved down the street, and he's nothing but short of a perfectionist professional, and so fun and great to work with.
Our brides have spoken. Award-winning designs, Best of Wedding Florist of the Year award from the Knot.com, WeddingWire.com, throughout the entire Southern California area. Relax and enjoy a fantastic 800RoseBig experience from our complimentary Bridal Channel Lounge. When you come to 800RoseBig, sit down in our lounge area on the sofa, look at beautiful pictures and wedding videos, drink a glass of wine with your friends and family members, relax, enjoy yourself, have a great experience. All of our wedding packages are on sale at 50% off. That's right, half price. Go to 800rosebig.com now. Give us a call, toll free, 800RoseBig. Email us, 800rosebig@gmail.com, and see all the specials. 800RoseBig, the only florist you'll ever need. 800RoseBig delivers. Okay, welcome back to Bridal Channel today. Boy, wasn't that beautiful? I just love watching that. Well, you know what? Bridal Channel today, we talk so much about young brides and, you know, my story on the first segment about how I got engaged to my girlfriend who became my fiance, who is now my wife. And there were some issues about the accuracy of that story, which my wife pointed out. And, you know, we've got a lovely gal here that I happen to love. And she actually works for America's television network. She's our producer, Valerie. And Valerie, I believe, has some very special news. So, David, can I ask Valerie to come on the show, meet our brides, meet our guests, and get to know Valerie? Okay. Valerie, come on. I know you're not dressed for this. You don't have your makeup. Everybody, this is Valerie. Say hello, Valerie.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
And what do you do for David? Tell everybody out there what you do for David.
Well, I do wear different hats, different days. Today, I am producing the show here for you guys, but there are other days where I'm out on the field, I'm editing. Sometimes I just need to do a couple different things for David. Different hats, like I said.
Well, I know you're a big help for our show, and Bridal Channel is very happy to have you on board. Well, look at that wonderful smile that she has. Isn't that great? Yeah. Can we get a little volume on that smile, Kevin? Look at that. Am I embarrassing you?
A little bit.
Well, this is television. We need the ratings. Now, Valerie's here for one very specific reason. We have a kind of a special report here on Bridal Channel about Valerie, and we're hoping we're going to get some ratings with this, right, David? And I don't have to pay extra to bring Valerie on, do we?
We'll talk later.
Okay. All right. So Valerie has a very funny story. Now, Valerie, where are you from? Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm local. I'm right here in Huntington Beach, California, not too far from 800RoseBig, actually.
That's right. You're only about 10 minutes away. Mm-hmm. That's good to know. Now, how long have you lived in Huntington Beach?
About 20 years.
20 years. So basically, you've lived in Huntington Beach her whole life. Is that true?
Basically, yes.
Now, were you born in California? Are you a native?
I'm very local here. I actually grew up in Costa Mesa for the first 3 years.
Really? Mm-hmm. And does your family still live in California?
Yes, they love it here. They don't plan on leaving.
Okay, now we're getting to know. We've got a real Southern California. I believe this is Orange County. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Now, something very special happened just the other day, right? Tell us, you had a boyfriend, right?
I did.
And what was his name?
His name is Chris.
Chris, and he's a nice guy?
Obviously, I'm with him, right?
Well, yes, you are, but I don't know if he's really your boyfriend anymore. Is that true?
Well, as of 2 weeks ago, not anymore.
No, he's not a boyfriend, but this could be something better than worse. So tell us a little bit, my ratings grabber here, what happened in the last 2 weeks that Chris is no longer your boyfriend?
Well, we actually went to Vegas 2 weeks ago for a bachelorette party, and he decided on the first night in front of everybody to propose to me.
Whoa, wait a second. He proposed to you in Las Vegas at a bachelorette party?
Yes.
The first night you were there?
Yes.
Well, tell us how he did it. You heard how I proposed to my wife. Tell our audience on Bridal Channel how romantic was the proposal. How'd it go? And don't leave out anything.
Okay, it's more comical than romantic because...
First of all, you embarrassed?
A little bit.
Kevin, how's the lighting on here? Is she turning red or is it the camera? Okay.
Hopefully I'm okay.
But this is a wonderful moment, right?
Yes.
This is your dream moment, right? Okay, so tell it slowly, because I know our brides want to hear everything, right? Even the little dirt.
Okay, so obviously we were out with the bachelors and bachelorettes. It was a dual party. We had actually just gone out to a strip club.
What? Excuse me, David, isn't this G-rated here? G-rated strip club. In other words, that's where they strip the paint off of automobiles before they paint them. Okay, so you were at an automobile repair shop in Vegas.
And
great.
So everyone was not thinking clearly. He later told me he had planned on doing it later on at dinner.
Wait a second. I'm trying to keep this G-rated. So everybody's having a great time, and he planned on doing what later on? You're at a strip club, and he planned on doing something later on. David, we can edit this, right?
No,
if we
miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
He had planned on proposing later, but obviously he jumped the gun.
Right.
And I, naturally being at a bachelorette party, was incredibly scared that the bride was going to be incredibly mad that I had stole her thunder. But she was so excited. She was like, oh, let's have a dual wedding right here in Vegas. And I'm like, okay, I don't think you guys are thinking straight. Let's pause on that.
I gotta grab the microphone from you. Are you telling me that at a strip club in Vegas, at a bachelorette party, you got proposed to by your boyfriend, you said yes, and then you got married at the same wedding, the same night as your friend? Hold on a second. We'll be right back with more of this story right after these messages, so don't go anywhere.
Aruba is your shortcut to adventure. And with the most sunny days of any island in the Caribbean, you can do everything under the sun. Find your happy Aruba adventure by land, by sea, by air, or just by exploring. Hop a non-stop flight to the island where the adventure never stops. Aruba, one happy island.
Okay, welcome back to Bridal Channel Live, or Bridal Channel Gossip Hour. We're with Valerie, who's the producer for David Hare's America's Television Network right here in sunny California. Now, if you just tuned in, what just happened a few minutes ago here is a little bit confusing, so I brought Valerie back on to tell her side of the story. She says that we misunderstood her. So Valerie, would you tell everybody in America and everybody worldwide watching Bridal Channel what really happened on your friend's wedding night when you were at the strip club and your boyfriend said we're going to do it later and something happened? Go ahead, take the microphone, and remember, this is a G-rated show.
All right, so there's no more miscommunications. I'm going to finish my story. And then
the story. Talk to America. Okay. They're the one that has to hear it. I already figured it out.
Okay, so it was a bachelorette party in Vegas. We had went out, as most do, at bachelorette parties. Now, after our little event that we were talking about.
So after the bachelorette party,
after
you were watching, at a bachelorette party today, there are men that wear outfits and dance, right? That's true?
That's a safe way of saying it, yes.
Were there good-looking men there?
Yes.
Were they all wearing outfits?
Yes.
All the time?
I closed my eyes when they weren't.
So there was nudity there. So let me understand this. You're at a bachelorette party. Were you drinking?
Not as much as everyone else. I was very sane. I was sane.
Okay, so let me recap so there's no misunderstanding, because this is going out live. You're at a bachelorette party. There are men that are occasionally not wearing anything, but you're closing your eyes. You're not drinking that much, and somehow your boyfriend is going to come back into the picture later on, and he asks you something very special, right?
Yes. After that, we weren't still inside. It wasn't inside. I don't want you guys to think, wow, what an interesting place to do that. So after we left there, I got proposed to, because people were not thinking very clearly. He jumped the gun instead of sticking to his plan of asking me at dinner, and everyone was around. I thought everyone was going to be a little mad, but everyone was very excited. They wanted to have a double wedding right then and there, and I did say no to that, but of course I did not say no to Chris. We are now engaged.
Congratulations. Mazel tov. Okay, I thought the story was a little different. When I heard about it in the back room, I only heard the part where she was proposed to at a bachelorette party by men that weren't wearing much, but she had her eyes closed and she was drinking and she said yes. So you could imagine the inclinations that might have. Well, we'd like to give you a big congratulations from the Bridal Channel family. And I've got word from my mother at 800RoseBig that she's giving you a $250 gift certificate towards your wedding flower package at 800rosebig.com. So there's your first engagement present from 800RoseBig. All right, and now, as a gesture of good faith, on the air, your boss, David Hare from America's Television Network. David, are you going to match that wedding present that 800 Rose is giving Valerie?
Like a honeymoon?
$250 worth of bubble bath.
$250 worth of bubble bath from David Hare. That's the gentleman that's behind America's Television Network. Well, that's great. Thanks for coming on and telling your funny story. You know, that's really indicative of what we really want from Bridal Channel. So we're going to ask all you brides out there, go to bridalchannel.com, register with your email address, get discount coupons from all these amazing wedding vendors, watch our TV shows, join Bridal Channel. And if you've got a great funny story, we want you on Bridal Channel Live. That's right, Bridal Channel Live shot every single day from 9 o'clock in the morning for 2 hours to 11 o'clock in the morning at the 800 Rose Big store in Newport Beach, right at the Bridal Channel Cafe and Studio there. So call us, come there, and visit with us, and make sure you got a story that's going to beat this one, because this was pretty amazing. And Chris, you got a beautiful lady. She is absolutely gorgeous. Take good care of her, and you can come see us married guys and get some good advice on what could happen, right? All right, well, thank you very much. A wonderful little story here on Bridal Channel, and we'll be right back after this video. You'll love it. Thank you.
Eye-opening, life-changing. That's how travel should be. So we're creating an experience that revolves around you, with new ways to connect and disconnect. An app that puts you in charge. And the opportunity to turn your every desire into our next big thing. Travel is a journey. Let's go together. Marriott. Travel brilliantly.
Welcome back to Bridal Channel. Boy, oh boy, we had so much fun today. I want to give a big shout out to somebody that's very dear in my life that passed away recently, and he's pretty much a celebrity here in America, and that's Hugh Hauser. And you know, anybody that ever watched his show, California Gold, we'd like to think that we're going to tour California on Bridal Channel with the spirit of Hugh Hauser. When my family moved here 10 years ago from New York, we watched this show every day, and God bless him. They say he was the most honest guy on television. As you can see, we're trying to be more like him here on Bridal Channel in California. And another great thing I want you to know about Bridal Channel, we really appreciate all our sponsors and all our listeners and watchers of Bridal Channel. And if you see how well we really care for our sponsors like 800RoseBig and Marriott and so many great companies, if you want to come on Bridal Channel and you feel your business should be connected to brides and brides' families, we want you to give Jim Silverman a call. His phone number's on the website, bridalchannel.com. We'll take special care of you. We'll find the great stuff that you've been wanting to share all these years with the bridal community, and we'll really feature your company and really help you glamorize the business on television. And it's especially great for people that's never been on television before. It's very affordable to be on Bridal Channel. They've got some great sales going on now and some great packages for all our advertisers. So if you think your business should be on Bridal Channel, if you think your business will do well exposing it to so many tens of thousands of brides in this area, give us a call. Come on Bridal Channel. We'll get you on the show. We'll give you some great footage on the show, and we'll find the great